Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome back to the Dividend Uncle channel. Today, we're exploring the fascinating world of residential property in Singapore. If there is one thing that Singaporeans love more than food, it's properties. Even the foreigners love Singapore properties, and this is because Singapore has been a beacon of stability in an increasingly volatile world. As a result, Singapore residential property prices have been on a relentless march upwards. However, recent developments have raised some questions about the property market's future. For potential buyers, is now still the right time to buy, or should you wait for prices to make their move? Let's delve right in. Signs of moderation in the Singapore property market. Before we jump into the deep end, let's consider what's been happening lately. The Singapore residential property market has been showing some intriguing signs. In the second quarter of 2023, we witnessed a moderation in the private housing market, with a slowdown in both price and rental momentum. Notably, overall private housing prices experienced a slight decline in the quarter, marking the first drop since 3 years ago, in the first quarter of 2020. Is this the start of further declines to come? Hold that thought, as we explore the reasons for the weak performance in the second quarter of 2023. Factors at play: pressure on demand. On the demand side, we've seen a slowdown in economic growth making potential buyers cautious. In addition, the increase in prices over the last few years, and the higher mortgage rates, are finally starting to impact affordability in a more significant way, especially at the margins. Don't forget the 3 rounds of property cooling measures imposed by the government since December 2021, compounding the pressure on the demand for residential properties. For foreign buyers, the strength of the Singapore dollar is an additional factor. The numbers game: understanding the supply pipeline. On the supply side, there's a notable increase in the supply of unsold properties. As of the end of the second quarter of 2023, a significant supply of uncompleted private residential units was in the pipeline. To be more precise, there were a whopping 50,000 uncompleted private residential units, including executive condominiums, with planning approvals, out of which close to 19,000 units remained unsold. In addition, developers are gearing up for several new launches in the coming months, potentially adding over 3,500 units in Q4 2023. The stability factor: high costs for property developers. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite these developments, many prominent analysts generally expect prices of residential properties to remain relatively stable in the near term. Why, you ask? Well, it all comes down to costs. Property developers are facing some hefty expenses. Land costs in Singapore can be eye-wateringly high, and construction costs aren't far behind. Add to that the higher financing costs due to rising interest rates, and you've got a trio of expenses that can put a significant dent in any developer's pocket. So, what does this mean for you, the potential buyer? In the coming months, you're likely to see property prices holding steady. Developers, bound by these high costs, may not have much room to lower prices without hurting their bottom line. With strong balance sheets, many developers see no need to see unsold units at prices below costs. But, and this is an important but, it's essential to keep an eye on market dynamics. Property prices can be influenced by a variety of factors, and developers may adjust prices depending on market conditions or project performance. Near-term outlook and navigating the property market's uncertain waters. In the near term, dear viewers, if you've been eyeing that dream home, or a second housing unit for investment, waiting for a significant drop in prices might not be the best strategy. High costs for property developers are likely to keep prices stable. However, as always in the world of investments, it pays to stay informed and monitor the market. Property prices can be influenced by a variety of factors, and developers may adjust prices depending on market conditions or project performance. Remember, buying a property is not just about the right timing, it's also about your unique circumstances and long-term goals. As we navigate this fascinating property market together, I encourage you to stay informed, consult with experts if needed, and make decisions that align with your financial journey. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more insights into the world of investments. And, of course, if you have any thoughts on Singapore's property market or any other investments, let's chat in the comments below. Until next time, take care and remember, stay informed, stay smart, and as always, happy investing. See you soon.